saw today.
Hold on, we live. Welcome to another episode of Big Daddy's House. I'm your host, Travell Wiggins, and I got my dog with me, Cat Daddy. Say what's up, my boy.
Hey, man, what's going on with everybody, man? How's everybody doing?
Man, it is hump day, man. It is hump day.
Yes, sir.
We got some great news, man. Today, I took my final. I submitted my final project for my media strategy class, so I'm happy with that. Met some new people here in Nashville. I'm happy about that. Just feeling real good. But it is football time, and you know who I'm rocking with, so there's no questions about that. But Odell, he just seemed to think that we need to cover everybody else. So go ahead, Odell. I'm with you right now.
We're gonna cover everybody else. One thing I will give you something about the Dolphins. They talked about the Dolphins, and they're really looking at them as one of the top tier teams that can make the Super Bowl.
Tell me something.
But like what I've said before is the Dolphins got the team from front to back. In the offseason, they did exactly what they needed to do. Build depth on defense, because that's what killed y'all last year. Literally, that's what killed y'all.
I ain't gonna hold you.
On Go ahead.
When them starters fell down, bro, we was out of it, man. We was out of it. I was like
big time. Big time. So the Dolphins did exactly what they needed to do. But for me, the thing that makes me very uneasy is what is the front office going to do to make sure y'all get there? Because you have the pieces. It's not like you're missing this piece or this piece may be suspect. Or you are literally a complete team right now.
But front office or coaching? Because the front office already. What up, Kirk? The front office already put their money where their mouth is. Now it's time for the players to do that.
That's going to come down to players. It's going to come down to players, coaching
and
coordinators. And coordinators. Because they have the team, man. They have the team.
Real quick,
and no matter what anybody what nobody say, I don't care what anybody say, and you hear me saying this, and this ain't because my man's a Dolphin fan. Anybody that can run the gauntlet in the playoffs through Kansas City, Baltimore, Bengals, Browns, the Steelers now,
Detroit,
is the Dolphins. The Dolphins is that. The only other team you got behind the Dolphins that's going to be a dark horse, and it was a dark horse last year, Houston, Texas. Because I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of people still don't believe that Houston can do what they did last year.
Man, Houston is one of them. I hope people not sleeping on Houston. I hope they're not sleeping on Houston.
People gonna sleep on them. People gonna sleep on them because they believe that they're just a one and done, or they was just that Cinderella team, and they can't repeat, success, because you can't say repeat the same season, repeat the same record, repeat the same success, and that's getting to the playoffs and running the gauntlet, because Baltimore was just a better team, but Houston fought them.
Listen, I don't care. When we talk about rosters and stuff like that, I don't care to go too much into the rosters thing. It all is going to end up with what you're going to do when you're back against the wall, the playoffs, when all the injuries are said and done, when all the teams done had their fair share of those battles, who gonna stand up in the paint when it comes to playoff time? And I see Baltimore, I see Detroit, I definitely see Kansas City. I like what the 49ers doing over there, but then again, you can't ignore Houston. You definitely can't ignore the Bengals. I don't know about Cleveland, but Cleveland looks pretty damn good. I don't know if they fixed their quarterback situation, but I'm liking Cleveland. I'm thinking the Jets. I'm thinking the Jets gonna shake some shit up. I don't
If
know
Aaron
about
Rodgers stay healthy and not get injured in the first series of the season, yes, Jets is going to listen because people don't understand. All the Jets need is a quarterback.
we can say
That's
the
it.
same thing about the Browns. We can say the same thing about the Browns.
Yeah, all they need is a quarterback. And they're saying that Deshaun Watson is going to be good this year. So I don't know. I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket on Deshaun Watson, but we're gonna see
Let me
what
see.
happens with that.
Who you going with this year, Kurt? Because I know Kurt was going with Lamar because Lamar from Pompano. We got to represent hometown. If I'm rocking with the Dolphins, I'm rocking with the Dolphins all day. But my other team definitely is Baltimore Ravens, and that's strictly because of Lamar Jackson. And seeing that piece that they added in that background, seeing that piece they added in the background, crazy. Brody, you going to San Francisco? See, Brody, you an old school fella, man. San Francisco. I mean, I remember
But
Ricky
San
Ward.
Francisco, I'm gonna tell you right now, we're gonna see what happens with San Francisco because for me and the information that I've gotten on, the holdouts, the injuries and stuff,
Right.
San Francisco may scare a couple of y'all, man, for real, because it's looking real shaky right now for the 49ers. We're gonna see what happens when the season starts. That's in 2 weeks. But right now, they looking a little shaky, man.
Listen, Brock Purdy, I don't know where he came from, Mr. Irrelevant. Brock Purdy is standing up. He is really showing the hell out. You can't forget about what Kittle's doing, and you can't forget about what they doing on defense. That boy from Broward County over on the other side, Bosa, a beast. I don't know that other defensive player because that ain't my thing. But that boy Kyle Shanahan is putting together an awesome goddamn team, and they were this close last year. And I'm do not sleep on San Fran. Not sleep on San Fran.
But they're gonna scare. Any fans out there, they're gonna scare him. But 49 gonna be all right.
Here come Elijah in here with this Go Falcon. No, Kirk Cousins is not gonna do nothing over there. Come on.
I'm not worried about Kirk Cousins. Let me tell you some real talk, and I'm a Tampa Bay fan. I'm not worried about Kirk Cousins because Michael Penix. If I'm not mistaken, if Michael Penix is not injured, Michael Penix is getting in there, man. I mean, Kirk Cousins is okay, but you can't trust Kirk Cousins going deep in the playoffs because for some reason it's like when that game is on the line and it's like you have to make a play. So I don't know. Maybe the system for Falcons may be different for Kirk Cousins, but until right now, Kirk Cousins gonna have to prove to me that he can lead them boys to the promised land. That's for me personally.
Wait, Kurt saying Philly and Detroit in the NFC Championship. I don't know about that. I can't disagree with that.
I got Detroit.
I'm taking Detroit all day.
Yeah, I got Detroit.
And look
Philly on the other hand, let me tell you something, man. There's one team that nobody's really looking at, and they're not trying to give them credit, but you got to look at what they've done through the offseason. And that's the Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears have been making moves all off season long. From the time the Super Bowl ended till now, Chicago has built, has bought, and has put together pieces. They still may need maybe 1 or 2 pieces, but people better be careful about the Chicago Bears because the Bears is trying to make moves. I'm going to tell you right now, Green Bay is always going to be Green Bay. Minnesota, you got to see what happened with them. But right now, I see Detroit and Chicago fight for the division all day. With the Falcons.
Chicago and Detroit? That looks kind of.
I got Chicago and Detroit fighting for the division.
I don't know. Listen, I don't know what's going on with Jalen Hurts. I'm gonna call this. I'm gonna call it like this. I don't know what's going on with Jalen Hurts. but mentally he's battling something. It's been
Yeah.
something mentally he's been off. I don't know if he's coming off an injury or something like that, but as you can see, he's having a hard time making decisions with this throw. He's having a hard time with legs getting out of these pockets. These reads, his reads are not on point. Joe talking about tightens up. Phooey. But anyway, bad luck Bears gonna be the Bears.
hey. hopefully they change that. Hopefully they change that. But yeah, I get you on that.
And Elijah say, don't interrupt Cat Daddy speaking on the Falcons. Bruh, I don't know what's up with people in Georgia, bro. I don't know what's up with people in Georgia and these damn Falcons.
No, Georgia has a very strong fan base, and a lot of people don't get that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but with the Falcons, I'm a Tampa Bay fan, okay? And for the last 6 seasons, the person that's been in our ass every season that been getting on our nerves is the Saints. But the team that everybody keeps forgetting that give us problems as well is the Falcons. The Falcons right now, as they've built the team, bro. Like people are not paying attention to the little teams that has actually shown a little promise and went out there and made moves. The Falcons right now scares the shit out of me for Tampa. Whatever listen, Baker, if you can hear me right now, bro, whatever you do, please try. Don't repeat what you did last season, but please, for the love of God, try to do something this year, bro, because the Falcons are coming. The Falcons are coming, and if you get in there with that BS, it's gonna hurt us. You know what I'm saying? But the thing I'm gonna get to, but see, this is what I'm gonna get to, and it's the NFC East. Now, today I saw an interview with Jerry Jones. And they asked him about, just the success of the team and everything. And Jerry Jones got like this mentality that's like not realistic, because he basically tried to say in a nutshell that he belongs in the Hall of Fame of owners because of what he's done with the Cowboys. Now, the crazy thing is that the analysts that listened to this, they was like, what was Jerry trying to say? Yes, he has. Yes, he's did his job sometimes with finding good talent or whatever. But you haven't put a team together, bro, since '96. Now, let me give you some back history on this. From the '70s to '96, Dallas has always been in the thick of things, going through the playoffs and to the Super Bowl. It's like once every 4 or 5 years, the Cowboys were in the Super Bowl. Every 3 years, the Cowboys were in the NFC Championship game. They've won 5 Super Bowls in that span. And then from '96 on, the Cowboys have 7 coaches in that span. Do you know how bad that is? They have more coach changes than they do playoff wins from '96 to now. They have changed coaches more than having playoff wins.
You know what bothered me, and I hate to interrupt. What bothered me is that we fucking talking about these Cowboys. I can't stand them. I don't like nothing about the Cowboys.
But this is something that. But you got to remember, this is something that the world is talking about now. This ain't even about us being about, how we do the Cowboys. And this, we tease the Cowboy fans and we talk trash to them or whatever. But this is something that they're saying. It's like, Jerry, you got to do something, bruh, in order to get your team in the thick. Because from '96, bruh, do you know do you understand half of us on this podcast right now and in the comments, we were either in high school or late middle school when the Cowboys last went to anything?
Hold on. Damn, Lou is Mohorn. What's up, Lou? Hey, he's the best Lou, you the best linebacker from Ely. Don't start that shit right now, Lou. I'm gonna send you the lead. Don't start that shit, Lou. Because you got Ely alum in this shit right now, man. If y'all don't, for the folk who not from Florida, Ely High School is predominantly one of the best schools ever in Broward County. I mean, we got a lot of great schools in Broward County, but if you looking for a homegrown plug and play player for your team, go to Pompano Beach, Florida, and Ely High School is nudged right in between the city. And it has a plethora of players. Even the reserve players can start on any other team that they were on, but they want to sit there and shout out to who we got over there. Man, I can't forget my boy name right now. Matt Fadden. Shout out Matt Fadden, the coach over there. What up, T Matt Fadden, man, doing thing. But Lou say he want to argue, and I don't want to go in like that, man. But the Cowboys. I like what they did with CD Lamb. I'm finally giving them some credit. That man deserved his money.
He does.
He worked.
He does.
Because
this is the crazy thing.
Got his money.
Here's the crazy thing. When they put down the numbers of CD Lamb, you know CD Lamb is targeted 90% of the time for Dak.
You don't got nobody else.
Exactly. And you really believe that you've put a team together that can fight? See?
Hold on. Shout out everybody in the comment. What up, Joe? What up, Mike? I see Mike up in this thing. China. Oh, shout out China. China made a Al Harry. That's my girl too. Over exit 36. Hey, shout out China. She made her a pound cake. She said, I forgot she said like a lemon something pound. Oh my god, it made me fat just looking at the picture. Now they say we got to find a VH tape to see what the Cowboys were, Cowboys was good.
But do you understand how messed up that is?
Yes.
We got to go over VHS tapes to see when the Cowboys were good. Do you understand how long ago that was?
Pink Lemonade. Listen, the only time I know about VH tape is when we watched them adult movies. Remember the big old VH tape with this big? With the adult movies. I'm sorry. Yeah, and when you had to rewind it back so it was right where your daddy left it at. I'm sorry. Am I the only one? That to do that? I'm just maybe just
God. Bro, did you really just do that?
That's what I remember them for. That's what them big old tapes you had to wind that thing back, you know?
Yeah, man. Those the good old days. Yeah, Al Harris he's the DB coach. If he's not the defensive coordinator now, he's the DB coach for the Cowboys.
He the DB coach. That's why, you know, like, I'm gonna give
so like you get players and you're getting what you need, but then you're trying to do what you want to do, and it's not working. And you really believe in your heart that what you're doing is working, bruh.
Hold on, Mike. What tape? Mike? Go ahead.
Here's the thing that hit me, and I was like, "This is what I'm talking about." You have more coaches change than you do playoff wins from 97 to now. And you feel like you're doing what? I understand you're supposed to have bravado and you're supposed to have that machismo to be like, yo, man, this, that, and the third.
Right.
But come on, man. Like, really? It's to the point now that you have to feel bad for Jerry Jones because it's like, do you really want your team to? And then not to mention, the Cowboys is one of the most prolific money market sports teams. Like they're in the top 5, top 10. So everybody know a Cowboy. Everybody knows Dallas Cowboys.
Let's get out of this Cowboy crap because we could be here forever. The argument of today that I want to get in, and I want everybody in the comments to chime in. Randy Moss said that he is the best wide receiver to ever play in the NFL. Now, that was a big argument between and Ocho Cinco, because Ocho Cinco said And Ocho Cinco said, and I quote, Randy Moss and Terrell Owens are the two best wide receivers that ever laced it up. Then you had Shannon Sharp was going back and forth with Jerry accolades, and then he was talking about the numbers. I've seen both of these players.
They can't take away from Jerry. I don't care what you say.
Thank you. Thank you.
I
bro, you must have felt the brainwaves, bro. You must have felt the brainwaves. Because let me tell you something. Yes, Randy started a culture. Let's get that right. Randy started a culture, which is what? You got Moss.
You got Moss. Yeah.
So he started a culture.
Wait, Denard said, talent-wise, yes. Numbers, no. I agree with that. Just same thing with
but if you go by talent, who's the better talent? Randy or T.O.?
No, it's out of Randy and Jerry. You can't. I know you're not fit. I know you're not fit to go and deliberate on that in your head.
I'm gonna tell you this. Randy was the better deep ball threat. I will give him that all day long.
Let me get in there real quick. Technique-wise, Jerry, no one was precise with those routes like Jerry.
No.
Jerry ran those routes like, you feel me?
Think about it. Okay, from Jerry and T.O., think about how many DBs could keep up with those two.
I don't know. He said Randy didn't put it all on because he didn't put it all on the field because of his attitude. And this is the argument that separates when it comes to these players, because these players back in days when Jerry Rice came in, Jerry came from Mississippi, some small school,
Mississippi Valley.
He didn't have that chip on his shoulder. He didn't come in trying to prove nothing wrong. He didn't come in all loud. He didn't want to be seen. He came to work. He wore his suit. He came to work. He had those plays and he came to work. We can't take nothing from Randy Moss, but emotionally, he was disconnected from the game a little bit more than Jerry. You know what I'm saying? And he had everything on here. Jerry kept everything in here. And he gave you our own, man. He gave you our own, man. Fundamental Jerry, right? And Fitzgerald. We can't forget about Larry.
Everybody, see, that's the thing. Everybody forgets about Larry Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald was this all day. No matter where that ball was, if he could get his hands on it, it was caught. Fitzgerald, man, listen, yo. This is an argument, not even an argument, but this is going to be. I agree with that, Mike.
I can't
agree with that, Mike. I agree with that. I agree with that. 100%. But see, my thing is too is that what a lot of people tend to forget with T.O. was just as fundamentally sound as Fitz and Jerry.
But T.O. had a little bit more attitude and mental problems than Randy Moss, everybody put together. T.O. was going through some shit.
Yeah, he was. And T.O. T.O. was a dog. Nobody's ever going to be able to do the route tree like Jerry Rice. Because when you talk about the DBs of when Randy and T.O. was playing and Fitz was playing, you could call Charles Woodson, Darrell Revis, Champ Bailey, you could call a couple of those guys. When you talk about who was able to shut down Jerry Rice, there is literally only one name that comes to mind that could stop Jerry, and that was prime time. Anytime them two battled up, bro, it was a show. And Jerry has won a lot of them joints, and Dion has won a lot of them joints. But when you think about the,
you can't forget about what Darryl Green was able to do too. Now,
oh
Darryl Green
no, you can't.
yeah,
Darryl Green. You know what I'm saying? There's very few DBs back in the day that you can say gave Jerry problems because Jerry was just that good. So when you say who's the greatest receiver ever, who could you really say without a shot of a doubt, this one is the greatest, hands down?
I'm going Jerry Rice.
And you
I'm
can't.
going Jerry Rice. I gotta go Jerry Rice. I got to.
My list will always be.
I'm gonna say this. That's really a debatable discussion because you got some people who ain't like San Fran, and beyond Jerry accolades, shit, BB might have been the best wide receiver ever to them.
Don BB?
Yeah, like because they like their Buffalo or whoever BB played for or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
In that case, you got to see Andre Rison too.
You got to
see
Andre Rison.
Andre Reed.
You got to put Andre Reed in.
But you got to look at people's all-time favorite teams. You got to look at people all-time favorite players. You got to look at people all-time favorite because it's a discussion to have. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
So it's like when you're looking at stats now, if you're trying to compare stats to what people have done record-wise and things like that, now that makes it a better debate. But if you're just talking about just who all a person would like you got some motherfuckers like, I don't like the 49ers. I'm a Dolphin fan. Goddamn, Mark Duper might have been the best receiver to me. You know what I'm saying?
Mark and Clay.
Yeah. Like, what's the dude that went to Hopewell? He was a wide receiver. He went to Hopewell. But just stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Can't remember his name, but he probably was the best wide receiver in the world to me when I was a young kid.
Urban Fryer.
Yeah. So it's things like that.
Yeah.
Hey, which one was a postman or something like that? Then the Dolphins picked him up. Was that a Rondé Gatz or something?
I think so. I forgot. But see, that's the thing though. Like when you look at like just receivers, there's a plethora of receivers you could pick from. Like I can call out 20 off the top of my head. And then who's you gonna pick? You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm going with Curtis Smith. I'm going with Slim. I'm going with Smirk.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it's like who could you really? Okay, here's 10 right now. Jerry Rice, Andre Reed, T.O., Randy, Fitzgerald, Irvin Fryer, Mark Clayton, Mark Duper, Art Monk, John Taylor, Carl Pickens.
But you naming people, a lot of people don't even know. To be honest,
we know. Some people
know. But that's what I'm saying. We're going old school right now. But if you go young,
but hold on, Odell. On what I'm trying to say in this debate is this right here, right? A lot of these people, especially the younger people, they don't even look at stats. They look at who is hot right now. A lot of them might think Odell Beckham is the best receiver ever, and
that kills me when they do
that. And in my stance, when you look at the best all-time player, LeBron ain't the best all-time player because LeBron had to go the team to win championships. He had to go to a super team. He had to go to this team. He had to go to this team. A team had to be built around him. You know what I'm saying? Everybody couldn't come and be a community already. He couldn't build it from the ground up. He had to go to people that was already developed with other teams, right? When Dion went to the fucking Cowboys and to the fucking 49ers, those teams was built around what he already had going on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like all that shit that wasn't like he is one of the greats, but he ain't gonna be the greatest because he had to go somewhere and become with that team there, right? He had to add to that jail. So if you got LeBron, people like him, all these people, they go to all these different fucking teams and then they win. No, goddamn, like Jerry Rice hands down stayed on one team. He didn't go to now another team. He went to the 49ers and he won that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But see,
he tried to go.
but here's the crazy thing about it though. Like, if you really go off of what you just said, Whitehead, do you understand how short that list would be?
That list is very short. That's what I'm saying. So you got to go off the short list instead of that long shit. That's what I'm trying to say.
And it's true. And the crazy part is
So
true because when you really look at it,
why go around this long list of people that ain't about shit without another person, and you got this short list of people that done been the shit and they made the team the shit. You get what I'm saying?
If we going best player of all, especially NBA. As bad as it's gonna hurt me, but I like Kobe. I like Kobe Bryant, dog. I like Kobe Bryant. I know Jordan is Jordan, but I just think Kobe was the GOAT, bro. Kobe or Tim Duncan. It's in between one of them who carried the team hands down. Didn't do all that switching shit and played the ball right. That's me.
okay.
LeBron did he did a lot of address changing. He did a lot of
He
address
did.
changing, and he went.
But the bad part, but
with
see,
teams that
the messed up part about that is a lot of that was politics. Why he was bouncing around like that? Because in Cleveland, they even said that it was like he wanted to build a team in Cleveland. They won't want to spend the money. That's why he left. And then a lot of people keep saying that, oh, he left Cleveland and went to Miami and built the super team. The thing you got to forget, the thing everybody forget is Boston did it first.
So who you hear people talking about on Boston that's the greatest?
Besides
it's a
Bird,
lot.
Larry
It's a
Bird,
lot.
man, the
It's a
only
lot.
one, and the people from way back when shit wasn't changed.
Bill
Bill
Russell,
Russell,
like they,
Larry Bird. I'm talking about
Bill Russell, Larry
yeah,
Bird, McHale, Parrish.
when you
Paul
go
Pierce.
past Bill Russell, Larry Bird, them, and you get to Kevin Garnett, Kevin Garnett ain't about shit. Kevin Garnett had to go lead the Timberwolves. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, what
Yeah,
you want tonight, my boy.
But I'm just saying, I'm just being real. So
because
you
see
got
Listen, let's switch it
the
up
way
a
I
little.
look at it, the way I see it with Whitehead is basically saying to him to be a real great, you need to stay with one team.
and you got to build that shit from the ground. You
And
build, you
the,
build it from the ground.
the
You build it from the ground. You built your name. Like, let's say, for instance, if LeBron's son stay with the Lakers his whole career, 20 years, or however long he got in the league, right? And he wins 7, 8, 9, 10 championships. All with the Lakers. He brought them from the shadows that they in right now, because they not a great team. They ain't win no rings. He'll be known as one of the greatest. You get what I'm saying? If he stay right that way, yeah.
but the trick to that is
And it's
how many
always about
people
hey
how
Mike,
many people
it's
how
always
many
about the
people are
business.
really gonna try and stick with just one team and stick it out?
That's because they done
I
changed
think
the
everybody
culture.
want to see one thing. Hey, this NIL thing is for the change sports. With all this transfer portal shit, this shit's for the change sport. I'm glad these people getting paid, but bro, these kids are chasing the dollar. But let's change it up, man. We had a principal. We had a principal in Texas got blinded because of student throwing some chair. I'm gonna play some of this stuff because y'all gotta hear it myself. She got hit in the eye with a hanger, bro. Wait, this is real quick.
Students were outside the classroom. He was holding his head, having been assaulted by the student remaining in the classroom. I entered where the student was still irate and found the room ransacked with overturned furniture. I knew I had to be as calm as possible, and I spoke lowly and slowly so as not to enrage him any further. He picked up a chair and acted as if he would throw it. He finally did throw it at me midair. He picked up another chair to throw at me when another assistant principal entered the room.
This is crazy, man.
I used the first chair to block the second. He picked up a third and threw it at the other assistant principal. And I used that initial chair to block the one that he threw at her.
Damn kids.
After blocking the chair thrown at the other assistant principal, he threw a wooden hanger. During lunch, I heard our behavioral teacher call on the radio to administrators for assistance. When I arrived,
So let me stop this really quick. So the whole premise of this thing is this: these kids nowadays, they are so angry, bro. It's something going on with our babies, bro. This man threw a hanger and knocked this woman eye out the socket. And now she's blind in her left eye. Parents don't want you to say nothing to their kids. You the system don't allow you to step in and be that missing piece that a lot of these kids need. You get in trouble. You will get in trouble. Damn right, Mike. Home train. You will get in trouble if you try to reprimand one of these kids or put these kids in their place. These kids talk to you like you ain't shit. They talk to you like you're beneath them. What are we gonna do?
Apparently nothing. Apparently nothing. Because what can you do? Back in the day when we was jits, let one of us try that shit that you just showed on that video. Do you understand we'll be half dead after our parents get done with us? We will be half dead, hanging on by a thread, hoping we still alive going into the next day after that ass we would have got. And because now all of a sudden they know you can't beat your kids and this and that, it's like now the kids feel like they're more superior because you can't do nothing to me. And then when you try to reprimand your kid, it's like now your kid feels like they can boast up at you and stand up at you like you're like we're equals. We ain't fucking equals, bro. You came out of my nutsack. I ain't come out of yours. What the fuck? And excuse my language, but you know, you these kids have so much animosity towards adults that they feel like they could just say and do whatever they want, and you're not supposed to say absolutely nothing to them. And then it makes it even worse that when you do reprimand the kid, here come the parent. And then now you're sitting there looking like, okay, well, now I understand why it's like this. Something's got to change. I don't know what it is. I can't even call it anything. But something got to change, y'all, because this is ridiculous.
You can't say nothing. You can't say nothing. Now. You can't say anything, bro. You can't do anything. You can't. It is so hard, man. I drive for the school here, and these Spanish kids talk to you like you crap too, and they act like they want to bow up at you, and they don't want to listen. I tell your ass, I be telling their ass quick, siéntate, because if you hit me, there's no more talking to you. Like I'm not trying to talk. These kids don't care, bro, and they'll walk up on you, man. They'll walk up on you with the worst attitude.
That's where you gotta be careful and be mindful of what you got going on, because that right there, you can trick yourself off the street. You get what I'm saying? Because
absolutely.
They gonna take their side because they gonna feel like we supposed to be the more responsible party. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
They gonna feel like we supposed to be the more mature group of people. And as bad as we want to react to the bullshit that they throw at us, if we do, we fucking ourselves over. Then that go for it. And you know, this right here is the most factual thing I can speak on, right? That just don't go for kids. That go for all these fucked up adults that's around here. That go for all these fucked up people that's around here. Soon as we react to them and do what we feel is needed, we gonna take the shit end of the stick.
Mm-hmm.
So you just gotta learn how to. You just gotta learn how to control you, and just
The thing,
sometimes you think it's a lick that hit you, but it really is you sparing somebody from you sparing yourself from going all that extra shit. You feel me? Because right, it been plenty of people that shouldn't be here no more on this earth, fucking around with a nigga.
the thing, the thing. What it is, man, is that one, you have to be in control of you at all times. You have to have that awareness at all times, especially when you're in these environments dealing with children. You got to be prepared. Yes, I talk crazy, but there's no me getting up and getting in no child face, period. I don't care what it is. I'd rather make you get off the bus and deal with that before I physically get involved with what you got going on. But it's a lack of something else going on in our community, bro. And I pray for these babies just like I pray for these parents that we can find some help. I got another one I want to share with y'all real quick, and y'all give me y'all insights on this.
Take care of the baby. Why should I be able to put the dad that's financially stable on child support? That's I don't feel as if that's fair.
In a sense where the dad is mentally prepared, financially stable, and willing and able to take on those children.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the mom should, if she doesn't do it on her own, which they won't, but if she doesn't do it on her own, I feel like the courts should award that father custody or at least temporary custody of the kid until the mom is able to get
On her feet.
financially stable instead of awarding her child support so she could take care of the child with his money.
It's a lot to unpack real quick before we get up out of here. When
I got a
I
question
saw
for
that,
that.
go. But who you gonna
I got
answer?
a
You
question.
asking us?
It's an overall question. Whoever wants to answer. Now, what them ladies said was paramount, right?
Yeah.
But the question remains as such: who's really going to step up the plate and really actually do that?
She just said they won't do it. They won't do it. They won't do it. The system will not do it. They will not
Because
do it. And I don't
because let me tell you
yeah.
something. It makes sense that if she can't handle it as of right now, why won't you give temporary custody to the father till you get yourself together?
Hey Murdoch.
But the bad part about it is this: majority of them wants to put the man on child support because you in your feelings. There's
Okay.
there's very few that actually put the
Tread
man
like
on child support because no,
yeah, that.
it's treading. But see, you got to remember, a lot put them on because of their feelings. There's very few that actually put that man on child support because he's not doing his job as a father. There's a very different section for that. And when you sitting there and you're more worried about his lifestyle than more of what he's actually doing, and he's actually doing it, why does the courts always seem to always want to follow suit with that? And it's a bad omen.
Let's go with Mike's question. Mike's question is why does the child always have to go to the mom?
Well, as the rules, from what I heard, is because the mother birth, I have a guess, it's automatically with her until otherwise. But what makes it crazy is that even if a man that is stable and is able to take care of that child till the mother is able, 9 times out of 10, it doesn't necessarily work that way. So is there a straight shooting answer for this? No. Can we give a lot of opinionated answers? Yeah. But how is it really going to go?
It seems like the courts always reward the mother. But you know, like a whole thing that I be telling my brothers and stuff that I learned about child support is don't be afraid of it. Like it was a death sentence growing up in our community. Everybody talked about it like it was just like the worst thing ever. And it's not. If you behind on payments, work out a payment plan. If you gonna be if you can't make a few payments, make sure you contact them and let them know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? When you move to another job, call them yourself and let them know, hey, I started this job here. Here's the phone number and the address. Keep them in the loop, and they'll work some things about. You don't have to always go to jail. And even if you get your license suspended, you call them up and you work out some things. That whole suspended license to me is so much bullshit. How you expect a person to provide and when you suspending the license?
Yeah.
It needs to be. It shouldn't just be somebody, oh, I want to put him on child support and just go down to court. Then the paperwork just start. No, okay, why you want him on child support? Let's talk about this. Let's see what we can do before we add child support in this. You know what I'm saying? And it's a mess. It's a mess when people don't want to co-parent. They get so mad and they always talk about, I got to take care of my baby. No, you're taking care of your feelings because your feelings are what's causing this problem. Oh, he didn't do this before. Listen, but it has to be another way. There's somewhere lines got crossed or something got mixed up when it happened. Now you got some people, some guys that just don't do it with the kids, and I don't know. I don't know what would be their legit reasons why they don't want to take care of their child. I don't get that, but you know, sometimes child support is needed. Sometimes it is, but a lot of these women do run down, you know, dealing with their emotions. Period.
And it's a sad ordeal because the ones that run off the emotions make it hard for the ones that actually doing it because it's like, yo, I've talked to him, I've asked him to help, you know, we've had conversations and he doesn't just want to do anything. And then they want to do it legitimately, and it's like it's a little bit difficult for them. But the one that just had the kid and she just, because the dude don't want to be with her no more because she's flattened his tires, well, I'm just going to put you on child support. And now all of a sudden she getting all the money because she done went up in there and lied. And it's like, and I think that's why that's why it's been spoke about as such a death sentence, because when you get hit so hard off of something that 60% of it ain't even true, you're like, damn, how the hell? Like, what? And then the courts don't want to hear you, don't want to listen to you. It's just a whole mess, man.
Man, it's crazy. Then they go back to that. Hey, they ask my baby mom, hey, do you want to go back to 2 years? She's like, I want to get everything. Listen, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Big Daddy's House. Me and Odell will be doing our sports segments on. I think we should. Saturday? We should do it Saturdays before or during the high school. We got to figure out a day when we're gonna do it, but we're gonna be doing it. Met some great people here in Nashville today, man. Met some great people. I'm telling this person to go get a consultant. He was like, I'm gonna hire you for the consultant because I do know a lot. So it's a way to build some things. I'm here in the city. I'm getting my feet wet. I'm moving, y'all. I'm moving. I promise y'all. We're gearing up to get this Big Daddy thing a little bit better, a little bit more organized. And you know, it's 160 episodes, and we just coming around the curve. Thank you for tuning in. Always being a part of what we got going on. I'm Travell Wiggins, and I'm super happy that I can say that I submitted my last project tonight. I'm officially graduated from my certificate program at Full Sail University. Thank you. And getting ready to go back in October and start my audio production class. And we grinding, man. My thing is being in Nashville. I'm making it better for me, my babies, and my grandbabies, and the folk that's a part of this thing, man. Remember, I'm good, but I'm not perfect, man. It's a lot of changes coming through. We're gonna be transparent about a lot of things too, man. But God has put his hands on me and us. You did what I'm saying. Always remember just to find that spot in your heart to forgive yourself from any mistakes that you may have made. Remember, you're not perfect, so don't Don't look for perfect in anybody else. You know what I'm saying? As change comes, learn how to evolve from it, take it in, internalize what's going on, and put out that good stuff, man. Always be good. Always give. Always give the people less fortunate, regardless of what they may do with it. Always find it in your heart to give the people. I'm telling you, the energy, karma, God is working, man. Get in your word, man. This world, they say the world is bad. It ain't bad. It's just the people that we dealing with. Love yourself a little bit more. Be patient with yourself a little bit more and grind your ass off, because nobody's going to give it to you. Nobody's obligated to give it to you. Nobody, you shouldn't expect it from nobody. I don't give a damn your mama, anybody. Don't expect nobody to do what you're supposed to be doing. Get up there and get it, man. Turn it up. Turn it up. Turn it up. I promise you, man, it's worth it. Don't be afraid to jump. I'm jumping in my jumping season. I've been jumping. Don't ask me about why I'm not driving buses. Don't ask me why I'm not driving truck. I'm here. Jump, man. I'm telling you, it is a beautiful thing when you get out and transition into your new space. Cat Daddy, before we get out of here, go ahead, bro. Talk to me.
Finally, as I have to say before, we're finally into football season. We got 10 days left, and we really gonna get in it. College football starts this weekend. Go you! And listen, man, we're gonna keep up with the sports, man, and we're gonna do what we have to do, man. We got y'all. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. As always, have a beautiful evening. See y'all Friday. God bless.
Y'all already know we got our Tennessee boys chopping in every Friday with us. Big Arkansas and that boy Joe. Whitehead, where you at, bro?
Hey. Man, what's going on, great people? How y'all doing, man? Hey, this your boy, man, Mr. About 20 himself. We appreciate y'all tuning in. We've been working, we've been grinding, we've been trying to make money, flip on money, honey. Hey, and your boy been out the country. So when I'm back and we making shit right. Welcome back.
One day at a time. I'm telling y'all, man, find it. It's yours. It's good. Travell Wiggins, this is Big Daddy's house, man. Thank y'all for being a part. Hey, and coming to our sports talk. Anybody in there that want to chime in with the sports talk, we want y'all to come up here with us so we all can, deliberate and have some funny interactions, man. So if you're interested in our sport talks, I think we should set it for Saturdays, man. Saturday mornings, get in, get some sport talk before college come in. And we can predict some games. We can create our own pool over here and make it do what it do, man. I'm Travell Wiggins, and just want to say thank you, guys. Shout out to all my folk in Nashville that's tuning into the podcast now. That's being intentional, growing with us. I love you, fellas. Thank you for being super dope to me here. Thank you for having me cover. Anybody that's done anything to bless me, man, thank you so much. LT, what up, my boy? Anybody that's ever did any likes, any shares, giving me a place to stay, food, anything, man. Thank you. None of that stuff is going unnoticed. Anything that you may have been a part of, anything that I had going on, bro, thank you. That's all I can say. Thank you. With that being said, I love y'all. Have a great night. Big Daddy's House Podcast. Stay tuned. We getting bigger and better. Maybe a radio show coming up soon.